Hello and welcome back to the E-Tribe. This is Isar again. Today, we are going to focus on how to create content that people would like to consume and that people would engage with. If that's something you're thinking of doing or you're currently doing and just want to get better, stick around. It's going to be a very simple to follow framework that I follow when I create my content. So if you like what I do, stick around. I'll teach you exactly how I'm doing it. Brilliant. Everybody is creating content. And you know what? A lot of people are creating good content, and some people are creating incredible content. And yes, you will have to compete with that. So then the question is, how do you stand out? How do you create content that is going to be eye catching, interesting, that people will follow and engage with? Because that's the whole point. And so, pun intended, the acronyms that help me remember how to create great content is E-Tribe, like the name of this podcast. So let's start with E. E stands for entertaining. People love to be entertained. If you're going to deliver a message in a dull, steady voice that is kind of consistent and boring, nobody would want to listen to you. But if you move around, if you make it engaging, if you make it fun, if you throw a joke every now and then, if you change your tone of voice, if you play around with funny backgrounds, or like me, I'm the t-shirt guy. So by the way, today I chose the t-shirt on purpose. I don't know if you guys know this. I have a thing with t-shirts. And the t-shirt that I'm wearing today, for those of you who are watching this either on YouTube or on social media, is because it's about content. It's a mix of the Beatles and the Muppets, which both are brilliant content creators in two different ways. And if you can combine those two together, it's phenomenal. So make it fun, make it entertaining, and it also helps shareability a lot because people like sharing entertaining content. Now I'm going to share a tip that I got from Corey Warfield, who is an amazing, amazing content creator, a very smart entrepreneur, who, by the way, has over 300,000 followers on LinkedIn, which I interviewed about 2 months ago. So if you scroll back, you can find the interview with Corey, and he explains how he got his 300,000 followers on LinkedIn. But one of the main things is that he shares entertaining content. It's not his content. He finds stuff that people would want to watch that is fun and entertaining, and he ties it back to the business points that he wants to deliver or the help that he wants to offer to other people. So I started doing that as well. It's getting amazing results. So again, be entertaining, either on your own, on if you don't think you know how to entertain, or if you don't want to do it all the time, get third-party content and just tie it back to the messages that you want to put out there. So that's the letter E out of E-Tribe. The next letter is T, and that's for timely. Now, I'm going to quote my partner, Pablo Gonzalez. Pablo likes to say that you cannot start a conversation with people. You can just join a conversation that are already having in their heads. And it's so, so, so true. If you can hit on things people are currently thinking on, the chances they would like your content and want to engage with it grow dramatically. So what does timely mean? Think about either stuff that touches the time of day. Here's what I've done this morning, and you share it in this morning. Or what happened this day or this week in the world, the country, the area, the topic that you're talking about. So make the content relevant to other stuff that's going on. If I would share right now an amazing episode on how to find great New Year's gifts, nobody would care, right? But if I make it about something that happens this week, if I talk to people from Israel about the elections, if I talk to people in the US about COVID vaccinations, these things go a long way because people are interested in it right now, and I'm just amplifying and giving them knowledge on something they're already thinking about. So that's the letter T. The next letter in E-Tribe is R for relevant. And relevancy has to do with context. Again, you have to be in the context of something else that people care about. Otherwise, they won't engage with you. You got to make it relevant to them. And how do you do that? How do you make stuff relevant? Well, research, which also starts with an R, funny enough, but you got to know what your audience would be interested in, what words they use, what terminology they're using, how they express stuff, and contextualize your message to their language, hence making it relevant to them. So make it relevant. The next letter in the E tribe is I, and I stands for inspiring. If your content manages to inspire people, you're touching their emotional level. People make decisions with their emotions and then they justify it with their cognitive side. So if you can touch people, if you can make your content emotional, if you can bring people to connect with you on an emotional level, there's a much, much, much higher chance they will actually want to consume more of your content, will act upon what you ask for, and will share your content. So think about it always. If your content can touch the emotional side of people, then you have a much higher chances of making a real connection with them, and hence a longer lasting impact on their lives and their decisions. Next letter is B, and B stands for bold. You want to stand out. Why? We said it in the beginning. There are a gazillion other people generating content today. They're sharing it in the same channels that you are. Many, many, many people today scroll the Eiffel Tower every day on social media. What do they stop on? Things that are relevant, things that are bold. So if it's something that's very relevant, if the headline, the caption is going to catch their attention, they're going to stop. If something is bold, they're going to stop as well. But what does it mean to have bold content? So there's several ways to make your content bold. First of all is what you're actually saying, right? Have a stronger message, make a point, and stand behind it, then you're making a bolder statement. The second thing is be bold with who you share the stage with. So if you're creating content, bring other people to create content with you and aim as high as you want. A lot of people have their wish 100 list, right? Who are the top 100 people they really want to make content with, that they want to interview, that they want to ask a question? Create a list, aim high, like don't stop at people you know, go as high as you can, and then find ways on how to get to these people and be bold with your ask and the people that you present together with you. And the third thing is really be bold with your production. If you use big text, bold letters, different colors, different formats, play around with a pattern interrupt that people don't expect, it works amazing because people stop just for that, just for the visual aspect of it. Going back to the E-Tribe acronyms, the last final letter is E, and E is for exceptional. Your content needs to be exceptional. What does that mean, being exceptional with your content? So the first thing is depth. You need your content to simply be better than what other people put out there. You need to be in your zone of genius. If you don't know about something, don't create content around it. Find something that you're an expert on and create content around that. Just go deeper and deeper and deeper so your content is better than other people's content. The other thing is invest in the quality of your content. So again, if you're watching this versus just listening to this, you can see that I have a really cool background, which, by the way, my daughter bought me for Christmas, which is kind of funny because we're Jewish, but she did buy it for me for Christmas, but I love using it. I love using it because it stands out. The second thing is I invested, again, it's not a lot of money. It's just the attention in lighting. So I have two sources of light kind of right in front of it right now, and a camera that is not a webcam. I actually bought a fancier camera that is connected to my computer, and that's how I record. So invest in the quality of your content. And the last thing is value. You have to think on who is your target audience and what is valuable to them. And if you can focus on that and consistently provide value to your target audience, to your ideal client persona, then your content is exceptional. And yes, it's exceptional to them, but they are the people you want to cater with. They're the people you want to network with. They're the people you want to influence. They're the people you want to help. Everybody has their own agenda why they're creating content. But if you can make the content exceptional with value to the people that you are trying to connect with, serve, help, sell something to, you can build long lasting relationships and great engagement with people, which again feeds back to you. That's it. Short episode today. Really, every time you're thinking of creating content, either you've been doing this for a while and you were looking kind of for a framework in your head, or if you're just thinking of getting started, then think eTribe as the acronyms of how to create content. Pick 2-3 of these topics for every piece of content, focus on them, make them amazing, and over time, these things amplify themselves.